This is your daily for Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. So I'm going to first start off with air signs. Air signs for Wednesday, it feels like there's many. I hear either there's many opportunities, many options, many obstacles as well. So be careful. It also feels like for tomorrow, there could be choices for you to make or decisions that is going to ration. You're either going to ration something out, sort something out, separate things. That could be clothes, that could be relationships, that could be people. There's a whole bunch of things that could be. Something in your closet, getting rid of the old, keeping, only the newer. It also feels like there is definitely somebody questioning why, air signs. Why? They want to know why something. Either why you're not talking to me anymore, or why aren't we friends anymore, or why can't we do this or that. So be careful with the whys, okay? Don't answer too quickly. Take your time. Don't feel like you have to answer for some of you. Some of you, you don't owe someone any explanation at all. Fire signs. Fire signs for tomorrow, it feels like you may be outnumbered in a certain situation. You could be outnumbered. So with that being said, meaning that there could be somebody with your partner or their family who is trying to say negative things or do negative things towards you, and you'll feel like you're outnumbered. But that's just not the case. The truth is there is power in truth rather than in numbers, okay? So don't let anybody intimidate you. Also, I'm getting that for some of you, it is the hot spot. There's a hot spot. So either there's a hot spot, a place for you to go through your community, hot spot maybe on the internet, hot spot meaning on a dating scene, but definitely a hot spot. Now, for some of you, that hot spot could mean you're being put on the hot spot. Somebody's asking you questions, again, questions that you don't want to answer. Okay, so be careful. Fire signs. With fire signs, it feels like, it has a lot to do with sex, lies, and betrayal. So where fire signs are concerned, something about sex, lies, and betrayal is going to bestow you. Something's going to make you step back, make you feel a certain way, maybe even make you feel bad, or some of you, it might make you feel ugly, but don't be, because it's not about you, it's about the other person. The other person is caught up in cheating, lying, betrayal, so be careful of that. I also feel like something about the numbers 4 and 7, so it's either April and July, or maybe your birthday's in April and theirs is in July. I don't know what that means, but 4 and 7 come out really strong, so I don't know what those numbers mean to you. Maybe they'll resonate with somebody. For some of you, I do feel like there's going to be a short story, something told in a short way. Somebody's going to leave out a lot of details for a certain story, so be careful with that. Okay, earth signs. Let me do earth signs next, and then earth signs, I feel like there's going to be 2 or 3 for earth signs. Also, with 2 or 3, I do feel like somebody is somebody's giving you the short end of the stick, so to speak. In other words, somebody's not splitting something in half, whether that's with court, whether that's with any type of decision of a breakup, in reference to a divorce or whatever. Somebody is giving you the short end of the stick. Somebody may not be giving you the benefit of the doubt. Somebody may be talking behind your back as well, so be careful, earth signs. Somebody also could be trying to play a trick on you. So be very careful. Some of you, there might be a surprise party, event, something you're not aware of, something you may be brought to celebrate something about you, whether it's having a child, whether it's your birthday, whether it's an anniversary, whether it's an engagement, a surprise. Whatever it is, it's about you. Water signs. I feel like you and your friends are very important right now. For Wednesday anyway, something to do with your friendship. Maybe it's needing the support of a friend on Wednesday. That could be coming through very strong. It also could be because some of you may feel like you are alone, or home alone, or always alone. Something about alone, not wanting to be alone. So I do feel like with water signs, there is a lot always wanting to pick up the pieces, so to speak, join in, which is great. Volunteer, get involved. But I do feel like a lot of you just really hate right now, especially because you've been going through something or you just went through something, so you really don't want to be alone. You're looking for the support and love from friends, family, whatever. But I feel like it is going to be very positive for water signs. So in general, I am feeling like somebody is definitely keeping it very real. Okay, this is for all of you. This is for air, fire, water, and earth. Somebody is definitely keeping it real. Somebody is wanting to change something up. Somebody is wanting to start over. I get a lot of energies too about somebody taking a class that has to do with electrical or plumbing. Somebody else is definitely trying to stay on track, avoid addictions, avoid whether it's alcohol, drugs, weed, pills, whatever it is, it's an addiction. Some of you may be trying to, someone out there is definitely trying not to have an affair with a neighbor. Something about a neighbor, because you are in fact friends with this neighbor's, say, wife or husband, but you don't want to, have an affair with this neighbor. So that feels really strong. I also feel like there's somebody who's maybe wanting or talking about doing a biography. And that could be your personal biography. I also feel like there could be opportunities for a wedding, opportunities for fixing something up. Maybe you're going to fix something up in your house. Maybe you want to fix something up on the outside of your house, and maybe it's not on the inside. For some of you, be careful of being chopped, cut, fired, canceled, let go, excused, whatever that means for you. For some of you, it does feel like, sorry about the lawn people outside. So for some of you, it does feel like somebody's blowing smoke up your ass, pretty much. Somebody's just blowing smoke up your ass. Somebody's maybe not creating the challenge that you expected, or somebody is trying to tell you something that is just bullshit, straight up bullshit. So be careful with that. A lot of people have that old saying, somebody's blowing smoke up your ass, meaning they're not telling you the truth in a matter. So be really careful where that's concerned. Somebody might be going camping. There's something about a camping trip coming up. Somebody spending time outdoors. It could also be near a lake, which makes sense. Camp, lake, okay. Also, too, somebody has been watching a lot of horror, scary movies. Somebody's been watching movies. Whoever's watching this, oh, God. Whoever's watching these scary movies or horror movies, it's almost like you're contemplating doing something based on that movie. And I don't know who you are, but I do know that you better seek some counsel or seek some help, because watching haunted movies is one thing, but trying to act them out or do something is another. So whoever that's for, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to try to find that out. Anyway, whoever that is, knock it the hell off. For some of you, there might be something that has to do with a horn on your vehicle. Your horn may not be working. Your horn may short out. But something about your horn. So make sure your horns are working before you drive your car. Beep your horn for a second. Just tap it. Make sure it's working, because without your horn, you can't avoid an accident at some point, because you'll want to warn that other driver and they won't hear you because your horn won't work. For some of you, you have definitely graduated from the school of love, of hard knocks. For some of you, you have taken on way more than you had to. You have to deal with way more than you should have. And for some of you, you're almost contemplating to do it again. You're willing to let somebody back who you're forgetting all the bad stuff. You're wanting to only remember all the good stuff, but you're forgetting all the bad stuff that happened. You're forgetting about, some of you, the domestic violence, some of you, the verbal abuse, some of you, the mental, physical, and emotional abuse. So please reconsider, rewind is what I hear. Rewind. Go back. Rewind, go back, remember all of it, not some of it. Some of you may be dealing with a fatal attraction situation. Some of you may feel like somebody is really just crazy about you. Crazy about you. So be very careful, because that feels very strong. Some of you might be dealing with somebody who's a hustler, who's a player, who's a con artist. So be very careful with that wolf in sheep's clothing. For some of you, you're coming up with very bright ideas, creative ideas, maybe to start your own business, start your own channel, whatever. It looks very positive. Somebody out there also may be or just did adopt a pit bull. This dog feels very friendly, but it also feels very scared. Sometimes dogs bite out of fear aggression because they're scared, because this dog was abused. I do believe you rescued this dog, but I will inform you, keep that particular dog away from children. Not all pit bulls are bad, but when anybody's been abused, all they knew how to do was hurt other people. So, because they fear things. So it's called fear aggression. Look it up. Please be very careful. Do not, I repeat, do not allow this dog alone near children. Somebody may be out there cooking up some moonshine. That's what I feel like. Somebody's cooking up some moonshine. I don't know where you are. It feels more like southern, whether I'm talking Tennessee or wherever, but somebody's definitely cooking up some moonshine. Be careful drinking that stuff because it'll knock you on your ass real quick. There is somebody being chased. I feel like you're being chased. Whether you're being chased in a car, somebody's following you, whether you're jogging through a park and somebody's following you, but somehow, somewhere, somebody's being chased, and I feel like this person has been stalking you for a while. If you know that you've been getting hang-up calls, if you know that you've been feeling like somebody's looking at you through your windows in your apartment, if you're living up kind of high and there's other apartments facing across from you, please be careful. Someone may have a telescope looking through to your window. So be very careful. For some of you, the worst is yet to come in a relationship, a situation that has not unfolded in the right way, that you know has been toxic from the beginning, but you've been trying to put a square peg in a round hole, and it's just not working. So I want you to be very, very careful of that. Somebody is definitely taking things out of storage. Some of you are putting it in storage, but somebody's taking out of storage because you are now moving into a new place. Things are going to get much better there for you. Also, please try and put away 3 extra months of rent so that you will always be safe and secure. I'm also feeling that tomorrow is going to be a better day. So Thursday is going to look up for many of you. Thursday is going to actually be a very exciting day. We'll get to that daily pretty soon. But for now, I am doing Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. And this was for all elements. And this is for those of you who subscribe to my channel, the energies that I picked up, the messages as well. Somebody's going to have to do some babysitting, whether you're babysitting for a family member, a relative, a cousin, a niece, whatever. But I do feel like you're going to do some babysitting. And I do feel like there's going to be a delay in somebody's return. So don't make plans for the day that somebody's supposed to come back and pick up their child or children, because there's going to be a delay caused, and then you'll end up missing something. So be very careful with that. There could be somebody that's too close for comfort around you right now, somebody you might not be able to get rid of. It could be just a friend, but they don't know it's time to go home. They kind of wear out their welcome a lot. So be careful with this person. All right, well, pretty much I got the naked truth here, and the naked truth is always what comes out of my mouth from my grandmother to you. So hopefully you'll all have a wonderful Wednesday. Enjoy your day, and I will talk to you soon. For those of you waiting for your monthlies to come out, I am working on them as we speak.